Blackstone Audio presents The Worlds the Shawnees Made, Migration and Violence in Early America, by Stephen Warren. For Christie. Chapter 1. Rethinking Place and Identity in American Indian Histories. Viola Duchesne's decaying homesite sits on a wooded rise above the Quapaw powwow grounds, near the Spring River, in the northeastern corner of Oklahoma. Here the dense oak and hickory forests of the Ozark Mountain foothills descend to the river's eastern banks. To the west of the allotment, a small parcel of family-owned land held in trust by the federal government after it dissolved the Quapaw Reservation. Wide open spaces and vast herds of cattle dominate the landscape. This is where the eastern woodlands end, and where two of the three distinct Shawnee tribes arrived after centuries of coexistence and conflict with colonizers and other Indian tribes. Some of them were willing travelers, others were forcibly removed to the unfamiliar tablelands of the West. What these Shawnees had in common was a long history of migration and adaptation. Shawnees had been moving along and reinventing themselves for so many generations that it became part of their collective consciousness. Their ability to survive and prosper while on the move perplexed observers during the colonial period and confuses scholars even today. But their ability to retain what it means to be Shawnee while becoming the greatest travelers in America became an essential aspect of their culture and the key to surviving and prospering against all odds. I walked the land late one winter's day with several Shawnee friends of mine, including Viola's grandchildren, Joel and Ben Barnes. We were fortunate to be visiting the home place before Pakakwaya, the time of year when the forest canopy comes in and the woods become dark. The outlines of the Spring River Baptist Church, where Shawnees, Quapaws, Delawares, and other tribes worshipped a Christian God, at the site of the Quapaw Agency, were barely visible from the crumbling foundation of Viola's home. It had been 50 years since Viola and her Shawnee, Delaware, and Quapaw relatives had actively kept the forest at bay. Powerful tree roots now break apart the foundations of the homes on this allotment, the moss-covered foundation of a roundhouse, the site of Native American church meetings, a blend of Christianity and indigenous spirituality founded by Comanches and Delawares in the aftermath of the Indian Wars, reminded me of the complex religious lives of its occupants. Sculptures of the Virgin Mary sat atop a Quapaw burial. Beside it, a steel pipe ensconced at the head of a concrete-covered grave enabled the soul of the deceased to...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?